Marvel Rivals was released on Friday, December 6th this year, meaning 2024, so it's been out about a week when I'm posting this video. So with my current hours into the game and also the former playtest before release, I wanted to make a review in order to share my thoughts whether the game is worth playing or if you're better off playing another game in the same genre. Yes, Marvel Rivals is defined as a superhero team-based PvP shooter. It is free to play and it is available on PC. I'm playing it on Steam, where it also has full controller support when it comes to both PlayStation and Xbox controllers. It is a cross-platform game, since the game is also available on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and Series S. The game is being played in third-person mode, and it is developed by NetEase, Marvel Entertainment, NetEase Games, and published by NetEase Games as well. Now, NetEase is behind other games such as Once Human, Bloodstrike that I played and covered on my channel, and Dead by Daylight Mobile, just to mention a few. So far, there's 33 different heroes you can choose from when playing Marvel Rivals, and more is about to be added in the future. I think 12 more pretty soon. When it comes to gameplay that you're watching right now regarding the video, I'm playing as the Punisher, which is one of the more easy characters or heroes, if you will. Quite straightforward when it comes to his abilities and everything. So he can be a good choice to start with, depending on your previous experiences when it comes to playing these games. I have now been able to play more or less with every character in the game, and as expected, there's a design choice made when it comes to the categories of heroes, or classes if you will, that are called duelists, vanguards and strategists. Duelists are the damage dealers, strategists are working as healers, and vanguards as tanks. Marvel Rivals features 3 game modes at launch: Convoy, Domination and Convergence, which translates to Overwatch 2's Payload, Control and Hybrid modes, respectively. My personal favorite is Convoy here in Marvel Rivals, since I've always enjoyed playing Payload, for example in Team Fortress 2 back in the days, and it was also the game mode I enjoyed the most when playing the first Overwatch game, even though I never spent a huge amount of hours into Overwatch. There is a ranked mode as well called the competitive queue, but this ranked mode in Marvel Rivals isn't accessible when you start to play the game for the first time, which isn't an uncommon thing when it comes to these kind of games. In order to get access to ranked in Marvel Rivals, you need to get your account leveled to level 10. Players have said that it can take you between 25 to 40 quick play matches to reach level 10, depending on how you perform. The overall aesthetics is nice in the game when it comes to art design and graphics, at least that's what I believe. There's some funny voice lines going on from the different heroes when playing. I think it's kind of neat, but at the same time it might become annoying or tiresome for some after you've spent hours in the game. Haven't really seen if there's an option to turn them off in the settings menu. That might be the case, let me know. The UI is nice and it's pretty easy to navigate in the menu. Since the game is also free to play, there's of course a monetization system in the game, but it's only cosmetics with no stat bonuses or pay to win elements. The gameplay feels smooth and it runs well on my newly upgraded PC, and I hope that's the case also when it comes to the console versions of the game as well. This is one of those games where I also have fun, or both have fun, solo queuing when playing casual, alongside with teaming up with a friend or two. Not all games give me that kind of possibility or feeling. The matchmaking in casual feels quite varied, meaning you sometimes do get in a pretty good team, having a quite chill game if you will, and sometimes it can be the opposite around, meaning that you'll get some teammates that aren't that good or simply just haven't learned the game yet, or the actual hero that they're playing, which for me indicates that it doesn't seem to be any skill-based matchmaking in the game, at least not in the casual game modes. And I think that's good, since it gives a better variation between matches in the long run. Because who wants an algorithm that plays a game in the game, forcing you to get into that 50% win rate? When it comes to the actual heroes and their abilities, you probably early on will discover that some heroes are just better than others. Sure, there's a thought behind all heroes, since this is foremost a team-based PvP game with objective game modes, so the thought is to complement each other with these different strengths and abilities that the heroes do have. But even so, there's definitely some heroes that both take some more skill to use, but also tend to be better than others. Will they start to nerf and balance these potential differences? Yes, that could be the case, but I do hope that they're cautious, since it's very easy to go too far and therefore make the balance even worse in the game, tilt it if you will, or even take away the fun when actually playing with certain powerhouse heroes. So who are these heroes that might be considered to be overpowered at the moment? Well, it differs most likely depending on who you're asking. But some names comes up often when this is discussed. I see that on the internet, and that is Iron Fist, Venom and Squirrel Girl. Also Jeff the Shark is mentioned here once in a while. Although I personally believe that Hela is by far one of the most powerful heroes, dealing crazy damage, and she can keep shooting for quite some time. And once her ult is over, she's back at her original health pool pre-ult activation. What do you think? Are there any other heroes you do believe is a bit too good at the moment in Marvel Rivals? But even so, I have had fun playing this game, both in a playtest and also now when the game is out. I can therefore recommend it, and it's definitely worth your time. I believe so if you're into these kind of games. Maybe you've played Overwatch before and you want to look into this. I don't believe you will be disappointed. For me personally, I do prefer Marvel Rivals over Overwatch, but that's just me. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and thanks a lot for watching. Later.